request to come up if you want to. Oh, accept. Hello.
Hello, can you
How are
hear me?
you? Yes, I can.
All right, well, thanks for having me up here.
You're welcome. We've chatted before, haven't we? I know that I know the handle. Yeah. Did we have a call?
Yep.
Like a year ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I drummed up the courage to tell him I wanted a divorce.
Right.
I want a divorce. And we're still in the early stages of that. But he, in New York State, it's equitable distribution.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I want to do what's fair. And like in the eyes of the New York State law, we split all of our assets and debts. And I don't know the formulas for that, blah, blah, blah. And he said, I'm taking everything away from him. It was my choice to get divorced, and I'm going to take the kids away and the dog and his business, and he might as well unalive himself. And like I'm showing, empathy and compassion contrary to what he says. But I don't, like he said, you want me to be vulnerable. This is me being vulnerable. And I just feel like there's been so much manipulation happening, and just like, I don't think the appropriateness of that comment was, I'm like, what do I don't know how to handle that. That was a week ago, and he went away for a week. But like, I want to be compassionate, but then I feel like I'm being manipulated and putting his emotions on me.
I have a suggestion.
Okay.
So I've heard this a number of times. Yeah. And my suggestion is to tell him, yeah, go ahead.
That's what I did. That's what I did too, when mine did the same thing.
The ones they talk about it never do.
Because it's a tool of manipulating me to back me off.
It is the worst of them all, the worst tool.
What if he's actually I always want to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I'm like, well, what if he's serious and that's how he really feels?
I told mine, I don't think you're serious, but if you mention this again, I'm just going to hang up and then call the police and have them do a wellness check, but I won't engage.
Yeah.
I like that.
A wellness check. Yeah.
I mean, sounds compassionate and caring.
And I think it reveals most people don't expect you to do that, right? To say, not my problem, but let me get the right people involved for you. Like, if you're really feeling that way, let's get the right people involved. Mm-hmm. Most people don't expect that. And so if it is manipulation, intentional, because he could very well be in a state where he feels that. Mm-hmm. But either way, whether it's intentional manipulation or he really feels that, you get to choose whether you make it your problem. Mm-hmm. And so I really like Opie's suggestion.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, I mean, if you want to make it your problem, you can well do as well.
If you want, yeah.
Yeah, if you want, yeah. I wouldn't.
It's a lot. It's too much.
It is, and it does not make you a bad person to choose to not make it your problem if that is like silently running in the background.
Yeah, it's
do you have
hard.
the capacity to take on that problem? Do you have the capacity to take on that burden?
No, I mean, my capacity has been
reached its max, which is why they're getting divorced. Yeah.
So from my perspective, this is like from my experience, I think this is like the sixth time I'm hearing this particular pattern of those type of people using it as a manipulative tactic and never ever following through.
Because I feel like if they were really going to do it, they would have done it. They would have done it already.
Those that do, they never ever say
They
anything
don't
about
speak
it.
about it. They just do it.
Right.
Yes.
It's not the first time this has been mentioned. It was mentioned like 5 years ago when we were going through like a hard time, and it's just a lot. And then I imagine in the near future attorneys will be involved, and I guess that will help the situation because we won't be, communicating very much if it goes that route, which it's definitely headed in that direction because
Do you have, did he say this to you, or was it like by text, or
he said it to me.
are you still living together?
Yes.
Document everything. Document. Because based on your state, I would say I would recommend, like, eventually maybe just, do you have kids?
Yep, a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old. We've been married for 20 years. He's the major earner in the household, and I'm not doing anything that New York State doesn't agree with
Yeah.
as far as involving the businesses. And I'm just looking out for myself and for the kids, and I'm being like
Reasonable.
guilt tripped,
Yeah.
intentional or not, but
Yeah.
and it's just hard because I've been manipulated and guilt tripped for many, many years, and just trying to move forward and be strong and like not let this happen.
So same. Eventually, this stopped when I chose not to react to it. But I know how tough it was. Like I know how tough it is for you because it was really unpleasant, very unpleasant. Like I always say, just to make this a little bit more fun, 0 out of 10, do not recommend. So yeah, it's like it's really. But then from my current perspective, I just see that it was just a manipulative tactic, and it really does not matter why. It does not matter like the reason for it. It's just that I did not prefer this anymore, and therefore I chose not to engage. So you have a little bit difficult situation because you are actually living
Still
together.
living together. Yeah. Because I was going to recommend like a parenting app and stuff like
If you
that.
have a chance, yeah.
But still,
If you have a chance to leave, that would be extremely helpful for you.
Yeah. My mom said she would give up most of her house to me and the kids, and she lives 2 minutes away, so I've been, while he's been away, just kind of packing up the things that he's not interested, and trying to get into that mindset of leaving, because it'll be so much more comfortable to not have to be around that energy and like walk on eggshells. And I feel like I can't be myself. I can't be my happy, bubbly self when I'm home and he's home.
Do you have anyone who's able to like come over and help with the packing and be like another witness?
Oh, yeah, I do. I have a lot of support.
that's really good.
Yeah.
Use
But
it.
he's very covert. He's very subtle with certain jabs and the verbiage, and
Oh yes, I know as well.
I would, when that was happening for me, now we didn't have a 20-year marriage, but when that was happening for me, I did what Opie said. I had people over at the house, or I would leave the house as much as possible so that I was not around him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did in order to navigate that awkward time where you're still together, you're still living together, but you're not, but you're waiting for somebody to move or for something to happen. Is I either had somebody at the house with me or I was away from the house as much as possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. And it is nice when people come over because it's not awkward.
He's gonna be on better behavior.
Yeah.
And if they bring up that self-unaliving, self-ending thing again, that's very dangerous. Can be dangerous for the women or the kids because it kind of can devolve. So that should be dealt with cruelly and succinctly with leaving or getting a peace officer there.
Yeah, can you record?
Yeah, I was gonna say record it. You want so much, like, especially of the overt manipulation like that, if you can get it documented, that's gonna help you during the divorce, during the process.
Even journaling, like just saying, this day, this time,
this is what happened.
Made underhanded comment, blame me for this, felt bad. Just really basic. It can turn you from just a he said, she said to you kind of become like 1.5 witnesses under the law.
Therapist? M-Dubs, do you have a therapist?
Yeah, we did marriage therapy for over a year.
Do you have one right now that you're working with that knows about all of this?
Yeah, we have the marriage therapist, and then she dumped us because it's over. And then I have the counselor that I've been talking to since like 2000, and I tell her everything. Okay. And I have been I could I have a book of documented material, and I do have some recordings of just like I transcribed even like an hour long him talking at me.
Yeah. It sounds like you got everything you need.
Yeah. And then I read, like, sometimes I read things from like a year ago or even from 2000, and I'm just like, what was wrong with me? like this is really bad.
There's nothing wrong with you. There was nothing wrong.
I give myself A for credit. That's all I have to say is like, I really tried. I tried. And now I laugh about it, but I'm excited to not have that. And like I've even been diagnosed with things that I believe are completely self-induced. Like autoimmune.
From the situation that you're in.
Yeah. So
they're not self-induced.
Yeah,
I know.
Trauma. They're the result of trauma.
Yeah. Right. And as I said, self-induced, I wanted to correct myself, but I didn't know how to like reword that.
Yeah.
I blame my state of mind and the like emotional, psychological, covert abuse did a number on me, but I'm excited because I'm coming back from it.
I'm excited for you. Like I can hear it in your voice. I can hear it. I'm excited for you. Yeah, right?
Like, I was feeling the same thing, and I was like,
energy from
instant shift in energy, and I'm like, I just want to talk about the exciting stuff that's going to happen right now.
Yeah.
And then I felt the energy as well.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh, thank goodness I'm in that mindset and I don't want to come off as like victim mindset because like I'm just happy to move forward and be positive.
Yeah, that's the idea. Like, so from my experience, I had to let go of certain people and certain experiences in order to allow new experiences to come in.
Yeah.
And those new experiences were way more exciting, way more fun, way more engaging, way more diverse than anything that I had even close to that. But I had to let them go. I had to make a choice, and I had to do the actions. That was the important.
Yeah. Oh, I see this comment. Is it common to eventually feel like you are the abuser? And I was 5 years ago, I went to see a psychologist because I was like, am I the crazy one? Or I know, like, people who wonder if they're the abuser, they're not, because an abuser wouldn't think that way. Like when people say, am I the narcissist?
I feel like I know that that's something that's commonly said in this space. I feel like it's not totally accurate. I think it's lacking some nuance, but I understand why it's said that way.
Yeah, it is. So, for instance, I was called an abuser because I stopped fulfilling the needs of my ex.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, I was abusing
me too.
her because I was fulfilling the needs at first, and then I stopped. So from her perspective, that is abuse, because it's like someone is used to getting the candy every day, and now the candy stops.
Withholding.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
been
withholding.
so I'm the abuser in that case. In couples therapy, marriage therapy, I was looking for, how they say marriage therapy doesn't work, and if there's like an abusive person, because it takes two to tango, and this and that, and I was looking for her to say, like, to my husband, that's not okay, how, like, what you're saying. And it was more about, like, so if I put up a boundary and said no to intimacy, then I am the
Withholding.
abusive. I'm withholding.
Yep.
And it just kind of boggled my mind, because it was a healthy boundary from my perspective. Because I was being groped,
And
and
this, yeah.
like, I didn't.
Yeah,
I
but
was an object.
I need to actually. So I need to clarify one important thing. The fact that he perceived you as an abuser is completely irrelevant for your experience if you know that this was a boundary and
Yeah.
you did not have an intention to abuse. You were not doing this because of a manipulative tactic. It was a
No.
protection mechanism for you.
Yep.
So therefore, you cannot be held accountable to be considered as the abuser.
Yep.
Abuse is only when it's like energy going towards one person only.
Yeah, but then there's the whole, like, well, it was my perception, or that wasn't my intention.
This goes back to what we were discussing earlier, where multiple perceptions of reality can exist at one time. And so if some people are not able to hold both, and in a victim abuser dynamic, neither person is able to hold both, which is why both people point the finger at each other. Neither, but neither person has the capacity to hold both either, right?
Okay.
And both are right.
And both based on each individual perception.
Yes.
Is right.
Right. That's where I struggle, I guess.
So because you're looking for a definitive answer, a definitive, right? The people pleaser, the ego, the fear, that piece of you is looking for the definitive answer, because I can't be an abuser because that makes me bad, right? But that is a trap that keeps you looping. It keeps you not able to hold the duality, right?
Right.
Okay. So I have a fascinating idea for you, Dubs.
Okay.
His reality is not supposed to be any more relevant for you unless you choose it to be relevant. Because the only experience that is relevant is your experience.
Okay.
So if someone is coming at me, the best way to describe it is as follows. If someone comes to me and says to me, I am a yellow bus, right? I would look
Mm-hmm.
at them and I was just like, what are you talking about? Like, I know I am not a yellow bus.
Yeah.
But then I could take and I could say like, oh my God, someone's thinking that I am a yellow bus. Maybe I am a yellow bus. Oh, am I turning yellow now? Am I a bus now? Do you
Good
see? It's
analogy.
all
Yeah.
about the perception.
Right.
Because if I know I'm not a yellow bus, I cannot become a yellow bus.
But if there's a
And
part of
I
you,
do not care. Yeah,
but if
I
there's a
do
part of
not
you,
care what the other person thinks.
if there's a part of you that cares, then you're going to start doubting yourself and questioning yourself. And this is what
Yep.
I speak about when I say when somebody comes to you with their perspective,
Mm-hmm.
you get to choose whether you agree with it or not. And it doesn't make their perspective wrong. It just means that it doesn't align with mine. But if there's a part of you that cares about their perspective, that cares about what they think, that doesn't want people to think wrong. Like there was a long time where I didn't want people to perceive me in a bad way. And so I would do whatever I could to make sure that they didn't perceive me. You know, if somebody said that I was like, you know, they got bitch vibes or something. Oh my God, I don't want to be perceived like that. And then I'd like go hyper vigilant and try to correct their perception.
Yeah. People pleaser.
Yeah, exactly. But when you're no longer in that energy, if somebody were to come and tell me that I had bitch vibes, I'd be like, okay, sure.
Okay.
I'm sure sometimes I do. And that's fine with me because I'm just being myself.
You can't control other people's thoughts.
Nope.
Just your own. I guess I'm trying to get over all of it.
So M-Dubs, in the context, what you just said, how are you perceiving his words of saying that he's gonna unalive himself now?
I don't know.
It's okay.
Because I care.
It's just as valid answer.
I care about, like, I'm always torn between, because there's been so much manipulation. I just think, like, it's a tool because I know how important money is to him. And I think that he's trying to intimidate me and scare me into backing down because I've never had a backbone, and now I do. And on our first date, he asked me, what's more important to you, love or money? And I see now, like, that was a major red flag that he asked that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now it's about money. And now he's, I'm taking everything away from him, and he might as well unalive himself.
I just feel like healthy, secure people wouldn't even ask that question.
So do you believe that you have to take care of other people's feelings? You are responsible for other people's feelings.
I mean, that has been ingrained in me, and I know I'm not responsible.
So you cognitively know you're not responsible, but your body thinks you are?
I have a suggestion for you.
And this is like triggering me right now, that question.
Okay. That's okay. So we're going to stop with that. So therefore, I have a suggestion for you to try out, okay? And it works like this. Before you go to sleep, as you close your eyes and before you're falling asleep, tell yourself 5 times, I am not responsible for other people's feelings. And do the same thing in the morning. Just as you wake up, say exactly the same words 5 times. I am not responsible for other people's feelings. And then try it out for a few days and then see how you start feeling about those things, okay?
Okay, I can't believe how triggered I just got.
It's okay.
That's okay.
This is what conditioning does to us.
I believe that Jackie and we've been there as well.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
You're very welcome.
I would just pair that with like some self-touch and some deep breathing. You want to create nervous system safety while you're retraining your brain.
Okay.
Okay?
Or what if I said I am only responsible for my feelings?
Well, that is a given
Yeah.
already.
Are you?
The idea is that the belief that we are working on is, as you have expressed, that you think that you are responsible for other people's feelings. You have an understanding that you don't. However, the internal nervous system is still working on the premise that you are.
Yeah.
So therefore, this particular exercise is extremely specific.
Yeah.
And there's no need to go in any more detail about this particular exercise. I just recommend to try it out and just see where it takes you. You can also, if possible for you, if there is a safe space that is only yours, you could put post-it notes and write that specific message and see that message as many times as possible. So the shift will happen roughly within 3 days. It depends on how often you see that message.
Yeah.
But the most important thing, you do not need the notes. The most important thing is to say this to yourself just before you fall asleep and just as you wake up. Even in that sleepy state, if you can remember.
Oh, I like this. Thank you.
It's reprogramming your subconscious is what it's doing. Are you inside my hub? Are you inside my membership?
No.
Join the free space because there's nervous system tools there.
Okay.
There's stuff there.
I'm also familiar with tapping and EFT and
yeah, you could tap while you say
wondering. Yeah. Thank you. This is like awesome. I'm excited to do this tonight when I go to sleep and when I wake up.
Good. Good.
You're very welcome.
All right.
Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome.
It was fun.
Help a lot of people. Thank you. How do I exit out of here?
I don't know.
So you need to press. Okay. You need to press on the square, and then once you press on the square, there's at the top there's going to be a small person with an X.
I see it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye. No problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So, Jackie, that thing about doing the thing that I explained.
Yeah.
So it is in a specific sense nervous system stuff, but this is actually beyond that. This is so this is the connection with the soul thing in a specific way.
Yeah.
Of literally connecting with a higher level and then getting the information back, which sort of resolves itself in a specific way automatically. Like it enforces it, but it can't be enforced unless it's already known. So you see, so she already knows it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So therefore, this is the way to enforce it, to actually manifest it, if I can say that.
Yeah.
And to override, literally.
The subconscious. Yeah.
Yeah, and then everything just starts folding on its own.
Yeah. Yeah. This is why subliminals are so good. This is why I like subliminals. Well, I feel like that was really great. And I feel like, yeah. Bye, Crystal. I feel like that's a good place to end.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. It was great. Thank you for being here and joining me and doing this with me.
Yeah, that was fun.
Thank you for the co-creation.
Overdue. Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody. We will see you next week. Bye.